2010 was one of my first hill challenges. I felt burned out from trying to do races all the time or thinking I had to do races. So I wound up coming up with a 30-day hill challenge, and that's the only thing I did that whole month was run up and down a hill. And I think I hit like 155 ups that year. And definitely this year was a bigger hill challenge. I'm Blandford. I'm from Hamburg, PA. I ran over 34 times the height of Everest, which comes out to over 1 million feet of vertical. I guess it's soon time to hit the hill. It doesn't look like it, but in my head, I've been fighting the battle all week of just wanting to not go, but it's not December 31st yet. So I'm at 996,722. So I need to do about 7 of those hills to hit that number today. Well, here we are. Back in the early 80s, my dad asked me to do some running, and we started to run some 10Ks on the weekends. And I did that through high school and a little bit of track. And after that, I kind of got out of running, but never lost the desire to run. And it was probably 2005 that I felt like I needed to start doing something to get back in shape. Did a few miles every day, and then I met some ultra runners. I was seeing what they were doing, and they asked me to join some of their runs. And then it just really took off from there. 2020 started as normal, then I turned 50, and then the pandemic hit. I was laid off for a few weeks, and that turned into more weeks. This is my stash area right here for my food and clothes, and really wasn't expecting to have that much time off, but running didn't get closed. Yeah, it was a little disappointing that some of the races weren't there, but I was still able to train, I was still healthy, and I was still able to keep moving. This is my turnaround. Tap that. Move the rocks out of the way from the other day. 1 down, 6 to go. I think what really helped is that this wasn't a goal for months and months or years and years. I noticed this event, and 2 days before I signed up for it, it was a 7-day elevation challenge that you had 7 days to put in as much vert as you could, and by the end of the week I hit 100,000. Sometime in June or July, I was just looking at the numbers, and I knew I could get there if I stayed healthy enough, but keeping it fun, I saw that I had a chance to hit that number. 6 should be close to 1 million, but I'm gonna do 1 more. Okay, tap that. 1 more up to go. Hills are always so much more rewarding than running on a flat. You can go on a bad day and hike up to the top of the mountain and see the view, and if you're walking or crawling or hiking, I feel like I'm getting rewarded every time you get to the top. Let's load it up. All right, that number's done. It's kind of hard to explain. It was nice just to sit down and be in that moment. When you finish something like that, I don't know, it's like, not that I was thinking it was gonna be some grand thing, but I finished it, but it was like, I'm just gonna keep moving. The older I get, I feel like those days of running hills keeps me healthier, because sometimes I'm doing 25-minute miles going up a steep hill, so I'm not getting a lot of those fast miles constantly, and hopefully it'll keep me in the game a lot longer.